Pungyo's, Andy with Tech Influence here, excited to finally go over this What's up my Pungyo's, Andy with Tech Influence, excited to be able to do a comparison here of the 23 Ultra versus the 24 Ultra. 23 Ultra has the biggest and some of the differences between the two. Now I do want to preface here that I'm not going to be doing a very comprehensive review. I'm going to go over some of the notable changes, but I mostly want to focus on camera. I'm a video guy, I'm not necessarily a picture taking guy, but we will do side-by-sides of all the different features, mainly comparing the cameras. Nonetheless, I think some of the biggest differences between these two units here is obviously the form factor. One has titanium, the 24 Ultra, the other one doesn't. The 23 Ultra has rounded chamfered edges, which has kind of that roll-off screen, whereas this year 24 Ultra has nice uniform edges with a clean bezel. Both still have the same internal memory storage, still have 5,000 milliamp battery, both use S Pen, both use 5G, both have a really sleek AMOLED display, and then the biggest difference I think is the AI integration, which is more software, and then the cameras. The front-facing camera seems to be the same, which is 12 megapixels, but the rear is where the biggest differences are. You've got the same 200 megapixel wide, but the biggest difference is the 5x, 50 megapixel, 3.4 f-stop telelens. Nonetheless, here, this is sponsored from the folks at Private Internet Access. Don't forget to check the link down below and use piavpn.com/techinfluence to get 83% off. The VPN is fantastic and super seamless here to be able to integrate into your Samsung phone. I love it. Protects my data, storage, all that good stuff. In the hand, as you can see, they're very, very high quality screens. The 24 Ultra has this reduced reflection here. I do have screen protectors on both of these, so that really isn't demonstrated in this. You've got a similar chassis here, but on the 24 Ultra, you've got titanium, and that has been proven here. It's a little bit more boxy around the edges on the 24 Ultra, whereas it's more round here on the 23. And then you've got the very similar sleek profile, modern design here for the phone. You've got two microphones here on the top for the 24 Ultra as opposed to the one. And then you got a different cutout on the bottom there for the speaker grill. And the S Pen is updated and unique. You can see those differences here demonstrated here from the top down shot. As you can see, the camera array is very different, but it looks like those hole punch outs are a little bit bigger for the S23 Ultra here on the bottom. So you can see the rails are a little bit different, a little more boxy here on the 23 Ultra, which is the lighter. The positioning of the power button and the 4G sensor here is still in the same position. All right, guys, we're on location, and I'm gonna be honest, it's really difficult to be able to show you the differences between the two phones because they're so close as far as the camera goes. Both of them use almost the exact same camera array, except for the S24 Ultra has a better tele lineup. With that said, I'm going to be hand holding these two and doing a side-by-side comparison, and then I'm going to be jumping from each microphone to be able to tell. Guys, it's like the same phone. Let's go into the demonstration. Okay, I'm gonna try to side-by-side these two. This is the Samsung S24 Ultra. This is the 23 Ultra here. Side-by-side, really, you're looking at almost the exact same image. This is the 1X, and now we're gonna zoom out to the 0.6. As you can see, both are stabilized, both look really good. I think the S24 Ultra has a little bit less contrasty, whereas you can see with the 23 Ultra here, the shadows of my house are a little bit more pronounced. Let's go ahead and jump to the 3X. The 3X here is going to show you guys a more brightened picture on the 23 Ultra. As far as the 24 Ultra, I think there's a little bit more fidelity there and less sharpening. As we go up to the sky here, you can see there's some clouds out in the distance. Both of them are able to grab them. We're going to pan over to the sun before it goes down and show you what it looks like in the sunlight. Both were able to handle those brights and darks pretty quickly. Let's now pan down to my fence. Both adjusted well. I mean, this is so hard to be able to tell which one's better than the other. Now, there's one extra setting here for the S24 Ultra. I can punch into the 5X, which is a completely separate lens, and it's supposed to be able to get higher fidelity, a cleaner look. I'm going to tap 10X on both of them. Now you can see here it's actually a little bit darker. The 3X on the 23 Ultra is a little bit shaky, as you can see as I'm holding both of these, whereas the 24 Ultra here it's adding some darkening. It is actually a little bit more punched in. So I don't know if it's like a 77 mil or not. You can go even more. We're gonna go up to 20x on both. Show you what 20x looks like. Trying to hand hold this both together. It looks like the stabilization on the 24 Ultra is a little bit better. There is a lot more brightening going on the 23, whereas the 23 is a little bit more grainy. 24 is just in general darker as I go down my fence. Lastly, I wanted to do a close-up macro. I think the 24 Ultra does a great job here blurring the background. It's able to get all of those colors there on the bark. 23 Ultra, it seems like it's adding some extra sharpening. There's a serious contrast here, as you can see. Both of them trying to get that in shot. It looks interesting. Okay, I've got the selfie cameras right by each other, side by side. As you can see, it's shot in the light, both of them adjusting accordingly. That looks pretty good. You're still able to capture really nice blues in the background. 24 Ultra, I feel like is doing a little bit better job. As I walk around, both of them are stabilized and it looks really clean. I feel like there's a wider field of view on the 24 Ultra. My wife is making faces at me. I think it's able to get the face a little bit more cleaner. Okay, this is low light here under my tramp. You can see highlights coming through the fence line there. It looks like it's able to get pretty much all the grass color as well as all the rocks and that soccer ball there in the corner. We're gonna go 0.6. This is what I'm really impressed with the Samsung, is that you don't notice any difference as far as like aperture when it jumps to the 0.6. Even though it's like a 2.2 f-stop, it still looks really, really clean. 3x is a digital zoom from the 1x on the 24 Ultra. But on the 23 Ultra, it is the native tele. So I think you're gonna have a little bit better fidelity. Except for when we punch into the 5x now, you can see it adjusted. It actually looks really, really clean on the 24 Ultra. I like that. I'm actually impressed since that other shot. Let's jump onto the 10x and see what the 10x looks like. It kind of pops and looks interesting. On the 23 Ultra, looks like there's some extra sharpening here. The 24 Ultra, I think it's got the higher fidelity there when I look at that trunk there. It's nice. Then just for kicks and giggles, we'll jump to 20x. It's really difficult to get a good shot here. Can you see what I'm doing? There we go. There is the trunk of the tree. You can still see it's kind of focused breathing. It's low light conditions. It's not optimal, but it's feasible. Privacy and security is integral to my daily life. I actually work as a compliance officer, so having a VPN is super important to my day-to-day activities. A virtual private network, or VPN, is a great way to hide your IP address and safeguard your internet connection through encrypted tunnel. This way it shields your digital life from the eyes of those who are looking to exploit your private information. Private Internet Access Servers is located in 91 different locations, by giving you the option to change your IP address or to choose from all 50 states, allowing you to gain access to websites and services that are not available in those locations. One Private Internet Access subscription covers an unlimited amount of devices. This includes Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and even consoles. Use my link down below in the description, piavpn.com/techinfluence, to get yourself 83% off a 2-year subscription plus 4 months extra free. Private Internet Access is my go-to here, and I recommend that you check them out as well. Thanks Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. Nonetheless, here, this is sponsored from the folks at Private Internet Access. Don't forget to check the link down below and use piavpn.com/techinfluence to get 83% off. The VPN is fantastic and super seamless here to be able to integrate into your Samsung phone. I love it. Protects my data. With that said, arguably, it's gonna be a hard sell to be able to upgrade from the 23 to the 24. The 23 was fantastic. I really liked what they did from the 22. If you have anything smaller than the 23, I would recommend moving to the 24. It's really great, high quality. They got some good deals on Samsung. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Sponsored video. You be the one to decide which camera do you think is better. I am still bought into the new one. I really like the new tele lens. It is a cut above the rest. Thanks so much for watching. Andy with Tech Influence here, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.